A while ago, I made this video and dished out 4 of the best modifications that you could ever make to any LEGO Star Wars set. They were so good that anybody who implemented them got guaranteed immortality. But the modifications that I'm giving you today will let you transcend all reality. Please note that none of these modifications will actually allow you to transcend reality. This intro was designed purely for comedic purposes to encourage viewers to watch until the end of the video and subscribe, and not to suggest that one can actually travel beyond the boundaries of our three-dimensional world to become an all-powerful being with infinite wisdom with regards to LEGO Star Wars. So buckle up, and we'll go ahead and start with the set that was on the thumbnail, the ambush on Ferrix. If you go back through and rewatch Andor, which I highly encourage all of you guys to do, you'll notice that the mobile tac pods have blue engines on the back. Notably, however, when you go to build the official LEGO set, you will notice that there are in fact no blue engines, which is completely understandable and forgivable since they were only working with concept art. But it is a very easy fix to make if you want to do it for yourself. Initially, you might try to just go ahead and put a blue tile on the back, but you'll quickly realize that it does not fit at all. So, the solution to this that I found was very simple actually. If you take these two pieces and you just put the blue stud on the bottom of whatever that piece is called, then you can go ahead and push it in, and it fits perfectly. And now, your mobile tac pod has the blue thrust as seen in the show. And now for the next set, we're going way back in time to 2015, so a lot of you probably don't own this one, but even if you don't own it, it's still kind of an interesting thing to see. The original LEGO design has this big blue stud holding the engine piece on, which frankly just looks kind of off-putting. It's a weird combination of colors, which is why I decided to replace that blue stud with a trans pink stud on the back of mine, and this was actually my brother's idea, so shout out to my little brother. But yeah, it looks so much better when it's just a completely pink design, and I just think it improves the back of this set by like 100,000 times. And now, staying in 2015, this is actually a modification to my all-time favorite set, the Imperial Shuttle Tydirium. Something that always bothered me about this set was how these things could spin so easily and then they would get out of alignment with each other, and it just looked kind of weird sometimes. But using a very simple fix, I managed to kick that problem to the curb. So how you do this is, well, first you gotta open up that thing, and then you can just take this big old white plate off the top. And after you put it to the side, take a couple of these tiny little blue Technic pieces, you know, the ones with the stud on one side and the full peg on the other side. And then, if you decide to use both of your hands to complete this modification, I can guarantee you that it will be a lot easier. I am just struggling right now because I'm only using one hand because I do not want to knock the camera over with my second hand by accident, so I am just making it a lot harder on myself, but I promise that this modification takes a lot less time than it appears to be taking. But once you are all done, it's really nice to have these in alignment perpetually instead of needing to rearrange them every so often. And now going back to more recent years of LEGO Star Wars, and by more recent years, I mean 4 years ago, which is absolutely wild because I can still remember being excited about the rumors for this set, but anyways, I digress, that's a whole nother topic. The ultra simple modification for this set relates to the landing gear. If you look at the source material for this ship, you will notice that the 2 rear landing gears stick out way far to the side. This is a detail that was captured reasonably well on the UCS model, but not quite so much on the Playscale version. But that's okay, because there is a very easy fix to this that requires 0 extra pieces. I think it's pretty apparent that the reason why the legs are pushed inwards is so that this side panel can open up and have a good range of motion. But if you take that leg piece and move it out just a single stud so that now it sticks out ever so slightly, the entire side can still open quite nicely. You know, it might not be the most notable modification, but it is still enough that it's at least slightly more accurate, and it still allows you to pull the door almost all the way down. I just think it's more aesthetically pleasing to have them poking out just a little bit, and it also doesn't ruin the functionality that the door has in the original design, which is nice. And well, there are 4 more ridiculously simple modifications too for slightly less common sets, but if you have any one of these sets, I can tell you it is absolutely worth modifying. So, go and implement these modifications and transcend reality. Please note again that none of these will actually allow you to transcend reality. This is once again meant for comedic purposes and as a callback to the beginning of this video. You should not try and actually break through into a 4th spatial dimension because with current understanding of the universe, such a feat is impossible and likely deadly. However, you absolutely can and should check out some of the end screen stuff right now, like the original video that inspired this video, the one I mentioned at the beginning. And also, if you enjoyed this video, then you may want to subscribe and give this a thumbs up so that the algorithm recommends more stuff like this to you.